a House Sylas broadcasting.
Long Shadows special. He is Sylas de Sylas.
And that's Alufi Haskell de Sylas. And we are the hosts of
The Chronicle of Echoes. Sylas and I would like to apologize for the events that transpired last night. Things got weirdly out of hand, and I would like to make sure that everyone knows that we are okay and fine, and everything's okay and fine.
With that being said, we do have some words from House Sylas. House Sylas is not responsible for the actions of these vagabonds attempting to take over the pathways and corrupt this beautiful endeavor. We here at House Sylas apologize for what was said and what was done, and the perpetrator will be caught. I personally want to say there has been speculation as to the identity of the gentleman who was in here yesterday, and I want to put those rumors to rest.
Sylas, no.
We don't think that was... No, we do not think that was the traveler yesterday.
A note in my house.
We believe that it is a deranged student from Morgrave University
Sylas,
obsessed with the Echoer system.
I did what the note told me to do. And when I woke up in the morning, in the basket that had the note, there was a kitten. My doors were locked, Sylas. You had those guards posted outside of my house.
We have knowledge of things that can do that. Teleportation, dimension door. There is a whole host of magic that can do that, Alufi. And I'm not going to sit here
Monty look at this kitten. It's not from Eberron.
Just because it hasn't been seen before doesn't mean it doesn't exist here. There are all manner of things being put through from House
Fidalis.
Get anything? I'm not going to comment on what I did or did not get. Have something to calm your nerves, Luffy.
What is this?
It's gin.
What's Xen'drik?
It's gin. Any implication that it's from anywhere else, it's just gin. Calm your nerves. We're going to get through today, and everything's going to be fine. And the perpetrator, if it was the traveler, is more than welcome to come on back. In fact, I would be delighted to have him show up again, because this time I'm ready. This time I'm absolutely ready for some punk student to come in and try and take over. No. This is my show. This is our Echoers.
That tastes really bad. Let's just get through tonight.
Yeah, and we have news. We have news. We have news. Good news. We have great news. The city of Sharn is a safer place today, thanks to a group of adventurers who went into the mysterious Misty Tower. They emerged this morning, and the mist departed as they did. This band of heroes, I'm getting conflicting reports if it was 4 or 6, some number in between, emerged, and they all had their shadows back and they indicated that the problem had been solved. I'm delighted that we have heroes here taking care of the city, making sure that we're safe. Heroes looking into things that are unusual, unexplainable, and tracking down the perpetrators and beating the daylights out of them.
The Sharn Petting Zoo is, for the final evening, having their special exhibition of House of Adalis bred glowing animals. You can see these animals for an extra sovereign with your admission price to the petting zoo, and the purchase of a glowing animal proceeds go towards charity or something.
And we here at House Sylas are going to make that offer a little sweeter, I think. If you head down to purchase one of these lovely animals, I personally will match your contribution to that fund. So get out there. Get out there today and adopt a beautiful new pet, a glowing pet. What an exciting time to be alive when that type of magic is available to us.
The pet deposit on my apartment was paid. My landlady said that it was...
So you have a new pet. That's exciting. Look at that. Let's talk about things. Maybe now's the time to get one of these glowing pets.
I don't know if I can deal with 3 pets.
3 pets?
2 pets, sorry.
Do you have a pet hidden in your... I wouldn't admit that on the Echoers right now. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about pets. Let's talk about literally anything else.
Sylas, did you have a pet growing up?
Sorry, we were talking about you and your pets. Let's focus in on that. What kind of pets do you have?
Just a kitten.
And I'm going to take a guess here and say Blink Dog.
No.
No, Mage Ripper.
We can't talk about it on air.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only have the one pet, Sylas.
Well, then let's talk about something else exciting. It's almost the new year. We're headed into 998, and what an exciting time to be alive. Mm-hmm. Our very first broadcasting of the new year, we're going to bring on a Warforged and discuss different Warforged beliefs and politics, and hopefully get a lot of insight regarding that.
Meeps has also been mucking about with how the dragon shards in the Singer device that we talk into are configured, and he thinks that we can add about an extra 5 minutes to the show.
That's right. Meeps is working with Tasker's Dream as well as the 12 in order to get everything up and running, and we should see a boosted broadcasting time. We have, let's see, next month, we're going to have the Bishop Sarhane coming on, or someone from the Silver Flame. I'm not sure if I can do Bishop Sarhane again, but hopefully we'll have someone on to discuss the flame and all the bright and shiny flame-filled things in the new year. That'll be an exciting time as well.
You know, Sylas, a few nights ago, I was a little harsh on you for wanting to stay indoors and not come visit me and my family for our big dinner. And so I've actually got something really special for you.
Well, I appreciate that. I know that sometimes my traditions and my superstitions can be a lot, but it's just part of the person that I am.
So after the Echo tonight...
Of course.
You've never actually met him, but my dad is coming down with some beds for you, me, and Meeps, and just a huge meal. He's gonna cast a spell for us. It's like Heroes Meats or something like that. Heroes... I don't know. He knows more magic than I do, but it's going to be really yummy, I think.
Well, I look forward to it. And I look forward to starting the new year with you, Meeps, and the Echoers.
Yeah, because my dad's going to leave. He's not going to stay the night. That would be weird. I don't let my dad stay at my house ever. I promise.
We should talk. But let's talk with our guest. I think now is the best time to sit and speak with our guest.
I agree. How about we bring out the cake with it as well?
You know what? I've been looking forward to Bishop Sarhane's Tribex milk cake. I've been so excited about it.
Yes, the Tribex milk cake. I'm really excited too. It's supposed to be yummy. Meeps, could you cue some music? Can we make sure it's not creepy music? Oh, hey, it's not the creepy music. Welcome back, everybody, and I'd like to give a special echoer welcome to our guest, Professor Virgil Winthrop.
It's actually Winthorpe, not Winthrop.
Winthorpe.
Winthorpe, yes.
Winthrop.
Winthorpe.
Winthorpe. Winthorpe.
And you are the current head of the waste studies at Morgrave University, is that correct? Yes, I am indeed. It's been a great pleasure of mine for the last few years. Before that, I spent time studying anthropology in Xen'drik, and it was delightful. And of course, that's why you've brought me on today, to talk about Xen'drik and its customs. Well, that is exciting. We do want to take the time to find out more about the culture. Speaking of which, we do have
some cake.
Yeah, so some cake. I do not mean to be rude, but the cake I provided was a jelly cake, and this appears to be milk-based.
So we accidentally had a bit of a mix-up between Bishop Sarhane's Tribex milk cake, which you see in front of you now, and your aspic. And we ended up having the aspic yesterday, so we thought it would be a nice kind of cultural exchange.
Well, when you were discussing the cultural of the cake yesterday, did you mention the symbolism or where it comes from?
No. We figured that we'd talk about that with you today.
Well, but then you didn't actually exchange cultural. You exchanged cake.
But Bishop Sarhane's probably listening tonight.
A fair point. I'm at a little bit of a loss, though. You see, I cannot ingest that cake.
Why not?
Well, because it's dairy-based.
It's really good.
And I cannot eat dairy, unfortunately.
House Jurasco actually makes this medicine for people who are lactose intolerant. I have some in my...
The idea of ingesting a bunch of dairy and then thrackle spice on top of that, I'd instead choose to abstain.
But Bishop Sarhane, this is actually really nice on the tummy, especially after that disgusting gin that I had earlier. Try a bite.
I, again, would prefer not to.
Just one bite.
I'm going to respectfully decline. You asked me to bring cake. I went out of my way to bring a cultural cake that I was capable of eating, and now you're attempting to shove a secondary cake upon me that will not agree with my insides.
Okay.
I think maybe you should ease back just slightly.
Okay.
So let's talk for a moment about the cake from Stormreach.
But Sylas, this is good cake, right?
The thrackles, even that little bit is...
Oh my gosh.
She said it would be nice on the stomach, and it is not.
Oh! You're being ridiculous.
You are a braver man than I. I can't even imagine. In my younger years, I was much a fan of thrackle, but it does not sit well anymore.
Well, I guess all the more for me, then.
So, while you're enjoying that, let me... Stormreach is a very unique city. It has not been around long enough. Please continue.
Oh, no, please.
Well, I don't want to interrupt you.
It's just really good cake.
It hasn't been around as long as other cities. It's new and exciting. And watching how the city has sprung up from the different settlements and adventuring groups, the guilds, the Dragonmark houses, all coming in and affecting that, it's rather exciting to think about. You could live an entire lifetime and not come across something so uniquely organic. The ruins of other civilizations, ramshackle houses, buildings being built. It's a wonder of two ages.
So it's like Sharn.
Sharn is built upon the ruins of the city, and as you go down, you can see that more. Stormreach is built into the ruins, along with the ruins. They're all woven into the buildings, creating a very unique city, and one that should not exist. No other settlement seems to be able to last nearly as long, but Stormreach stays.
Because of the curse.
Yes, because of
one of the curses.
There's quite a lot to unpack there, yes. But we were. I apologize.
Yeah. So why isn't it real cake?
Could I get a tea, if you wouldn't mind?
Oh, yeah, meeps.
Oh, why is it not real cake? Because it is very difficult to raise cattle in a jungle city. The land is not as easily farmable, so you must make do with what you can. And they've innovated in unique and interesting ways.
Sea cows.
Manatee?
No, sea cows.
Are you referring to manatee?
No, sea cows.
What is a sea cow?
It's a cow in the sea. It's a sea cow.
The Sawagan that inhabit the waters would not appreciate herds of cattle being moved through their area if sea cows were indeed a thing. But let's. I'm getting off track. Give me a moment.
Oh, thank you, Meeps. Do you want me to hold it for you? I can.
No, go ahead. I appreciate it. Give me a moment. There we are. So we were saying, specifically, let's focus in on why we're here today. Stormreach, the
Festivult.
The Festivult, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually referred to as the Festival of the 12th Moon, and refers exclusively to Volt when bringing that there, and hence why Volt is a part of that. So Festivult is a creation of the Coin Lords, and it is a holiday to celebrate that. They set up different trials throughout the city, different tests, if you will, of strength and cunning and intelligence. And during that time, they have these tests, and they send adventurers into them as a sort of precursor for what they will find when they enter into the jungles of Xen'drik. And so they have these adventurers delve through and collect coins, especially Festivult coins. And so they take these coins and they turn them into the Festivult Jester, which is a man, no one is sure who he is specifically. I believe that he's a cabal of changelings hired by the Coin Lords in order to inhabit the idea, because it's jovial dwarf and the big white beard, the red, and the coins, they're turned into him, the dwarf with the beard, the coloration, the red with the white beard. It's meant to symbolize one of the gods. I can't remember the name of the god. Don't you hate that when you have? But the coins are turned.
Dolora? Baldry?
Yes, absolutely. That's the one I meant.
Really?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
A dwarf with a beard, Baldry?
It's not the dwarf. It's the white and the red colorization.
I mean, to be entirely honest, I feel like if it would be anyone this time of year, it probably wouldn't be Boldry, because Boldry has her feast, you know? So I feel like maybe that's not quite right. Are you sure you don't remember the name?
Unfortunately, my mind is quite rambling at times. It's hard to remember all the details. It's safe to say that the coins are turned in to the festival jester, and then they are given treats in exchange for the coins. The most common of the treats would be the jelly cakes. They are created using the different planes of Eberron as inspiration, and gingerbread cookies are made in the shapes of different monsters and creatures. And of course, they are also given the Festivult stick if they are not worthy, or lumps of coal to go and use. It's a wonderful holiday to show adventurers what it is to be an adventurer and remind people. And so I wanted to give you a small gift, because I've been told that gift is appropriate on the Echoers. So I've got give me a moment. Tricky devils. Look at that. There we are. There's one for each of you.
Thank
Gold
you.
coin to give to the Festivult jester. You can find him in little Xen'drik, and they should have him here this time of year. And if you give him that, and you are in fact a good adventurer, he will make sure that you get a good gift. I want to thank you for this coin. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it'll be a little too late.
Well, you'll have to next year, and then
Next year,
you'll
yeah.
have a delicious jelly cake to have for your feast. So the one yesterday featured the black jelly cake for Mabar, the plane of darkness, and actually had the symbol of Mabar right on the top in the coconut flavored.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like the grainy black part was kind of like watermelon.
Yes, the flavouring is just a matter of personal preference. I'm partial to watermelon and coconut. I feel the two go well together. But Mabar in particular is very prominent during this holiday, as you will find.
Yeah, that makes sense. It definitely does. So I guess my question right now for you would be, are there any other things? Okay. So I guess my question now for you would be, what about people who aren't adventurers?
Oh, that is a good question. Do we count as adventurers because we're former adventurers, or is it specifically...
Have never been an adventurer.
You've never adventured?
No.
You've never looted?
No.
They do have the festival activities for those not directly involved in adventuring, families, children, and such. There's much easier obstacles to overcome, but unfortunately the prizes are a little different. It's more centered on, you've come to Stormreach to be a good adventurer. Let us show you what it is to be a good adventurer, so you can bring glory and coin to Stormreach, I think is what the intention of the Lords most likely was. You'll find that, much like the coins I've given this evening, gifts are also exchanged amongst people. In particular, the citizenry give children gifts.
Oh, so you give each other gifts and stuff?
Yes, it is a holiday of many layers. It's not...
Silas, where's my gift? I am the child in this room. I should get a gift. He just said people give children gifts.
I did indeed.
He gave me a gift, Sylas. You gotta give me a gift now, too.
Here. Have this gold Festivult coin. Let me give that to you as my gift. That way, next year you can get 2 of the jelly cakes.
Oh, someone is a lucky, lucky child.
This jelly cake was gross.
You didn't have to take my coin. You're the one trying to be selfish.
I'm just trying to be playful, Sylas. You're the one being kind of mean right now.
Is that the end of the interview? You're both just kind of staring at me.
Apologies, yes. Sylas, what questions do you have for our guest?
Well, it's hard to think of any that would be pertinent to our specific Long Shadow celebrations. Alufi, do you have any questions?
I would like to thank you, Professor Windthorpe.
You're putting a D right in the middle. It's not Decivis or Decondrak. It's Windthorpe.
Winthrop.
Not rope. Not like you do keep in your pack. No,
Winthrop.
No.
Thank you so much, Professor Winthrop, for spending a little bit of time out of your celebrations tonight.
It has been an absolute pleasure, and I look forward to coming on again to discuss more.
Of course. Meeps, would you help our guest out? So.
Can we get someone next time? Oh, it's a little more spry.
I agree.
If we have
it's kind of funny
because
you kind of
100%.
sound a little similar there.
What?
Like your voice.
That's hurtful. Do you know how many times Bishop Sarhane has been on and I haven't said anything about you and her sounding similar? Would that make you feel good?
I sound like Bishop Sarhane?
Yeah. Doesn't feel good.
Like, look at me. I'm Bishop Sarhane. Like that?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea. I mean, that's not super bad, right?
It is.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to thank everyone for listening, and I can't wait for this new year. And it's my hope for this new year that everyone shares their love for the Echoers with each other, and we get just a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, that each of you talks to our subscribe and follows us.
And joins us on Patreon.
Exactly. Become a patron. It's been hard getting here, and it hasn't even been a full year yet, but I'm really proud of this. Despite all of the hardship you and I have gone through, Sylas.
I think this year is going to be an exciting time, and that we are going to come out of these shadows stronger with the help of our listeners and each other.
And I hope in this new year, all of the listeners that are listening right now has at least one of their wishes fulfilled in this year, 998. It's going to be a good one, Sylas.
It promises to be.
To the new year.
To the new year.
Well, everyone, listen out for those echoes of hope.
With the spell, can your dad not make it Thrackle Spice this evening? Can he do that again?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
That's it, boys and girls. The last broadcasting of Sylas and Alufi's little show. You know that everything ends today. The past is finished, and it is a new present. The first of Zarentir is a new year, and the writers stopped here before you ever heard of Eberron. Don't worry, they're not dead. Merely frozen. An eternal pause as the day starts. Ara will never rise. The moons are halted. And the ring will not spin until someone presses play. The forward motion of the world is yours to ensure. But don't worry, I don't want your blood. But from today onwards, the world only turns as long as you pay attention. Keep listening. And perhaps, just perhaps, Ara will rise, the moons shine in their cycle, and the ring continue to turn. Eberron's past ended today. Alufi and Sylas, Meeps and Monte, and more famous names across the continent and beyond. Their fates now rest with you and a chance encounter.